Om. 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 Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sadashiva Samarambha Shankaracharya Madhyama Asmadacharya Paryanta Vande Guru Parampara. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. My pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. I welcome all of you to today's YogaVashishta session. I am a student. I am just conducting these sessions as my learning program. I am not a jnani, I am not a pandita, I am not a guru. I am making use of a book published by a Ramakrishna mission, Ramakrishna Mutt, and I am reading from that book and freely translating it. It's a Telugu book. I am freely translating it into English. If there are any mistakes in my translation, I beg your pardon. So, in the previous session, we have seen that sage Vishwamitra has come to Dasharatha's court and he has asked Dasharatha that send Rama to fight with the Rakshasas. Dasharatha was not able to send Rama. He is attached to Rama and he said, "O Maharshi, please don't ask for Rama. I cannot send Rama because after many days, after many years, I am blessed with sons and I am very attached to Rama. I cannot send Rama. He is very young. He is 13 years old and he cannot fight with the Rakshasas. And I will come with my army and I will protect your yaga from Rakshasas." Vishwamitra listened to all this and then he said, "O Raja, you have given your word to me. You promised that you will help me. You are born in the clan of Raghu Vamsha, you are born. And those kings in the clan of Raghu, they never go back on their word. Anyway, you wanted to break your word. Fine, you stay happily in your palace along with your relatives. As a person who has broken his word." And saying this, Vishwamitra wanted to leave. Then sage Vashishta, who is the Rajguru of Dasharatha, he pacified Vishwamitra and then he asked Dasharatha, he talked to Dasharatha and explained to him that, "O Maharaja, you should not break your word. You have given your word and you should follow dharma. I know the valor of Sri Rama. Sri Rama is greater than Indra in battle. And in the protection of sage Vishwamitra, nobody will be able to defeat Sri Rama. Vishwamitra is a great sage. He knows many astras and shastras. He will teach all that to Rama. So send him to fight the war, fight the battle with Rakshasas to protect the yaga of Vishwamitra. Then, listening to this, Dasharatha asked one servant, called one servant and said, "How is Rama? Has he been active? He has been absent-minded. Did he become enthusiastic again?" Then the servant of king said, "O Maharaja, Rama, ever since he returned from Tirtha Yatras, he is absent-minded. When we plead him to eat, he is eating. When we plead him to take bath, he is taking bath. Otherwise, he is not talking to anybody. He is sitting silently in a corner and thinking something. And he is talking to himself. He is saying to himself, what is the benefit of all this wealth? Who in this world is not struggling and not suffering because of many problems? These palaces, these servants, this kingdom, can all this protect or save a person? Why should there be any desires at all? What is the benefit of achieving anything? What is the aim of anything? Everything is shunya, is emptiness. He's talking to himself like this. Anytime we see he's alone and thinking about something, he's not behaving like a prince. He's not paying attention to pleasures. Even if he listens to any news which is sorrowful, he is not disturbed. He doesn't have any ego or desires. If you ask him, "Oh Prince, what is the problem with you?" he will keep silent. If he sees any women, he will say, "Oh dear ladies, do you know that you are all going to die one day? If you don't try for liberation, for moksha, why are you living?" He's asking them these questions. "Oh Ramachandra, you are a king. You are going to be a king. You should not talk like this." When we say like this, he laughs a lot. Sometimes when we talk, he doesn't pay attention. All this wealth, all these problems, everything is imagination. Like that, he is talking to himself. One day he called one of the servants and said, "Till the last day, people are not getting vairagya. Even on deathbed, they are attracted to worldly affairs. Why is this? Do you know any reason?" He is asking like that. What can we answer? Whenever we talk about politics, he says, everything, all the politics and all, these are all unnecessary. What is a visible universe doesn't exist at all. Even what we perceive as ego doesn't exist. Then, from where the jiva is getting sorrow? Where this suffering is coming from? he wrote this on the wall and he's thinking about it. In his opinion, relatives, friends, enemies, kingdom, pain and pleasure, he is not mindful of that. He is not an ignorant person and he is not a liberated person. There is no desire in him, there is no effort in him, there is no peace in him. What do I do with money? What do I do with relatives? What do I have to do with this kingdom and these efforts? I will live my life just like that. He is talking like that to himself. We are all becoming sad seeing him in that situation. I'll tell you what happened once. One of the servants approached Ramachandra and said, "Oh prince, wear these costly robes." Then Rama looked at him and said, "Oh friend, you are talking about these robes as if they are great, but you are not paying attention to the approaching death. Look how dangerous we are living. We are not trying for liberation, moksha. Therefore, don't talk about costly clothes, robes. Think about life and death. Why am I getting this body? What happens after my death? Think about this." Like this, Rama has talked to that servant. Once upon a time, one of the servants asked for some money. Then Rama said, "You want money? Take it. But money is the root cause of all suffering." And saying this, he gave whatever is in front of him, he gave it to that servant. O Maharaja, Rama is a courageous person. He is a noble person. But why he is acting like that, we are not able to know. It is not a pretension. In his eyes, there is a determination and there is a purity and holiness. We don't know if he is under influence of anybody, but we don't know why he is behaving like that. Listening to this, sage Vishwamitra was very happy. He told to the servant, "You have explained very well. I am very happy listening to the situation of Rama. You immediately go and bring Rama here. Rama will listen to his father's words." Therefore, bring Rama here. Then Vishwamitra told the people in the court, can't you see that Rama's mind is full of dispassion, vairagya? His vairagya, dispassion, is not because of any fear or disease or any desire. He wants to learn Atmajnana. He wants to learn about Jnana, which is born of Viveka. We should be very happy that Rama, because of his Viveka, is thinking like this. O king, don't worry about Rama. Rama's mind is full of philosophy and jnana and vairagya. But in that mind, there is a little doubt about swadharma, about what he should do. There is a little doubt in him still. That little doubt, that impurity, we should remove by our logic and argument. Then his mind will find peace and he will be liberated while alive, just like rishis, and he will become peaceful. There is no contradiction between jnana, moksha, and mundane activities like ruling a kingdom. There is no difference in engaging with the world and being in solitude like a tapas. Once with the vichara, atma vichara, once a person understands the highest truth, a person should try for highest truth through atma vichara. Once he understands the highest truth, then he can engage in the world doing normal activities. Listening to our teaching, he will understand all this. Rama will learn about the reality of the world and reality of himself from our teaching. And he will become equanimous between a blade of grass and a stone and a piece of gold. While Vishwamitra was talking to Dasharatha, along with his brothers, Ramachandra has entered that court. Everybody were happy looking at the young prince. Everybody praised the young prince Rama. Then Rama came, bowed down to his father, bowed down to the rishis and his gurus and different people in the court. And Dasharatha said, Rama, come and sit in the throne for you, set aside for you. Then Rama didn't listen to that. He went and sat in a small chair on the floor without paying attention that he's a prince and he has to sit in a prominent place. And Maharaja said, O son, you have learnt all the things to be learnt from Vashishta. You have jnana. You are the prince. You know many things. But why are you behaving like this as if you are a not paying, you are like a sannyasi, you are behaving like a sannyasi. What is happening with you? One should enjoy the pleasures of the world, but one should not waste their youth like this. You should follow the teachings of gurus and other elders. One should follow Swadharma. And Swadharma leads to Satgati. One's own dharma. What is one's dharma? Rama is a prince, so his Swadharma is to rule the kingdom. So if you follow Swadharma, you will get Satgati. You will get Sadgati means he will get the moksha. What is the point in your behavior? Then Vishwamitra said,
నెలతో అయిపోతుంది ఈ చిట్టు ఇంకా నేను చేరను నెక్స్ట్ టైం వాళ్ళు వేస్తే ఇంకా చాలని చెప్తాను వెళ్ళను
Then Vishwamitra said, "Oh Ramachandra, let me know what is bothering you. Tell me the things which are bothering you. We have come. Let us know without any hesitation. Please tell me what is bothering you. We will remove all your doubts and confusions. And once all doubts and confusions are removed, you will be free, you will be peaceful. Let us know what is there in your mind." Then Rama listened to Vishwamitra's words and he looked at the court and he said, "Oh, what a great day, holy day. Brahmavetta Vishwamitra has come and many Maharshis have come to this court. And because of their grace, all my doubts will be clarified." Then Rama said the following words. So we have completed 7th chapter. Now 8th chapter we are starting. From this chapter, it is called Raghava Vairagya Varnanam. Rama will explain his Vairagya. He will tell about what is the point of life. So this will go on for 3-4 sessions. So Sri Rama is saying, I bow down to all the elders in this court. I bow down to Vishwamitra, whose darshana one will get only if they have done lot of punya in their previous lives. O Vishwamitra Maharshi, I will let you know what is bothering me and what is there in my mind as per your order. If there is any mistakes in what I say, please forgive me. If a person tells what is there in his mind to a Maharshi, he will be blessed by jnana, because Maharshis clarify the doubts. I was born in the house of Dasharatha Maharaja 16 years back. I completed my education. Sometime back, I went on Tirtha Yatra. Ever since, in my mind, there is an introspection started. I'll tell you what is that introspection. Vicharana. I was doing some vicharana. I was doing some introspection. Is there any happiness in life? Everybody is taking birth to die. And everybody is dying to take birth, so that he can be born again. Is there anything greater than, anything higher values in life? Everybody are born and die. What is the specialty in this? Some say, why should we say like that? There is money, there is pleasures, there is relatives, there are women, alcohol, all these are there. All these give pleasure. Those who gain them, they are happy. They are living in a happy life. Some are saying like that. But listen to what my opinion is. Whatever the Stavara Jangama Jivas means the moving and non-moving life forms, whatever pleasures they are getting, whatever enjoyments they are having, they are all temporary. They are not long lasting. They will be there for some time and they will end. Therefore, they are asatya. That means they are false. They are temporary, impermanent. Sometimes they appear as a pleasurable thing, but they don't give long-lasting, everlasting pleasure. They are temporary pleasures. They appear for a moment and the next moment they disappear. Money, relatives, youth, all this, how can we say that they give pleasure? Because, as an example, take the case of wealth. There is effort involved in gathering money and protecting that money. To protect that money, people undergo fear and anxiety. There is a lot of greed, attachment, and unholy thoughts and unholy actions to earn money and protect it. Therefore, this wealth and money are actually giving you fear and unhappiness. And the relations, human relations, are also giving unhappiness. All these are considered by Satpurushas, holy people, as a lesser value. Those who try to get money and worldly pleasures, their actions are also not meaningful. What we are finding in this samsara, the human relations, the relatives, friendships, and the emotional attachments, if you look at them closely, I see one thing. Nobody belongs to anybody. If you look at an iron chain, you see rings attached to one another. They appear as they are attached. But everybody's aims, ambitions, difficulties, sorrows, anxieties, samskaras, they belong to that person only. Nobody can share it. One person and another person are totally different. They can never be same. They can never belong to each other. However, a jiva, a person thinks, these are my relatives. I belong to them. They belong to me. They give me pleasure. They think like that. But in reality, nobody belongs to anybody. There is no connection at all. Therefore, because a jiva thinks that these persons, these things give me pleasure, so he forms associations and relations with people and things. Therefore, whatever relations you have, all this happen because of the sankalpa, your intention. You want them. Because you want them, they are being formed. Because of your sankalpa only, relations are being formed. And these relations, which are formed by the sankalpa, intentions, they are giving sorrow to the person. This world, its creation, sustenance and destruction, everything happens because of the mind. This jiva, this person, has unending cyclical sorrow. He undergoes many sorrowful experiences, suffering, which is unending. Mind is a cause for that. If we look carefully, there is no mind. There is nothing called mind. What is mind made up of? We don't know. Apart from thinking, thoughts, there is nothing called mind. Mind doesn't exist. You can say mind is there because thinking is there. But what is thinking made up of? Nothing. Its material is nothing. Therefore, what doesn't exist, which is thoughts doesn't exist as an object. So, what doesn't exist in reality gives sorrow to the person and makes the person bonded. How unfortunate are we? The ignorant animals look at the mirage in the desert and think that water can quench my thirst. Therefore, they start running. And ignorant people like us, similarly, we also start running after the world, which is asat, which is unreal, like the mirage in the desert. We think that there is happiness in money, people, and the relatives. And all these lead to suffering. Because of ignorance, we think that they give us happiness. In reality, we get unhappiness. Everything is Maya. But knowing this also, we cannot let go of this Maya. Similarly, we are all attached because of the indriyas. We are attached to the experiences, and we are not able to realize that my ignorance is causing me suffering. So we'll continue in next session. So Hari Om Tat Sat, Shri Krishnarpanamastu.